Israel's strike on Iran may seem like just another geopolitical clash in the Middle East, but its ripple effects are now hitting Indian soil, specifically India's rice exports. You might wonder how a conflict thousands of kilometers away could impact Indian farmers and exporters. But in reality, India's supply chains are already under pressure. Containers filled with basmati rice meant for Iran and other Middle Eastern countries are now either stuck at ports or at risk of being returned. Iran, which is India's biggest buyer of basmati rice, has now openly entered a state of war with Israel. This has created a direct threat to trade routes and payments. Exporters are unsure whether the shipments they've already dispatched will reach safely. And even if they do, there's no guarantee that payments will come through in time. This kind of uncertainty has sent shockwaves through India's agricultural economy. India exports thousands of goods to nearly 190 countries. Out of these, rice, especially basmati, holds a special place. Countries like the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Iran are major importers of Indian rice. In fact, almost half of India's total basmati exports go to Iran and Iraq alone. This makes India the world's largest rice exporter, not just by quantity, but also by the scale of global reach. However, despite this achievement, the industry is now in deep trouble. The conflict started with the 2024 Israel-Hamas war, but things escalated quickly once Iran jumped in early 2025. Israel's latest military strike inside Iran has turned the region into a virtual war zone. What began as a political crisis has now extended into vital shipping routes, food supply chains, and global trade. And one of the first casualties is India's rice. Normally, India exports rice through the Arabian Sea using the Strait of Hormuz and the Persian Gulf. It also ships goods to Europe via the Red Sea and the Suez Canal. But with heightened military presence, missile deployments, and threats to commercial vessels, these routes are no longer safe. Iran has reportedly deployed defense systems near the strait and warned ships passing through. This has triggered fear among shipping companies and insurers, leading to a spike in insurance premiums. Some ships are now being diverted around the African continent, significantly increasing travel time and cost. For a commodity like rice, which already works on thin profit margins, this is a disaster. A small increase in logistics cost can make the export unviable. Exporters can't raise prices suddenly, and buyers won't absorb the increased costs. As a result, containers full of rice are sitting idle at ports, waiting for clearance or alternative routes. Meanwhile, some foreign buyers have started shifting to countries like Thailand and Vietnam. Reports suggest Indian exporters are deeply worried, not just about logistics, but also about trust. Payments are delayed, risks are high, and government permissions are stuck. And this affects a massive part of the Indian economy. Around 8 crore people are directly or indirectly connected to the paddy and rice trade. Farmers are unable to sell, millers are running out of storage space, and banks are tightening their grip due to unpaid loans. Even before this situation, rice exports were facing some restrictions. But now, the crisis has multiplied. Exporters who took international orders are now left with neither money nor credibility. The worry isn't just about trade losses. It's about the future of millions who depend on this industry. The question now is, what will India do? Will it wait for the region to stabilize? Or will it take strategic steps to protect its farmers and exporters? What do you think? Should India relax export restrictions or hold off until things cool down? Whatever your take, one thing's clear. The rice trade is no longer just about business. It's about national strategy.